updated auras patch 4.1.0 introduced brand new aura system, so it was deliberate. Even though they said it was a mistake, but even in the update log, they said it was deliberate. So they said they were deliberate, then they said it was a mistake, and now they're saying they're deliberate. Fucking hell, transparency, boys. While we received positive feedback regarding their style, are we being serious? The consensus seems to be that they were not sufficiently visible, especially for small objects. At long range or in bright environments, in light of this, we have temporarily replaced the new Aura visuals with a different type that should be much easier to see. So they did do that. Expect further Aura improvements in future. Should just be fixed now. Should just be fixed now, like right now. There shouldn't be, we'll push it to the side and do it later. Whatever. Following the 4.1.0 PTB, it became clear that some of the add-ons for both the Cannibal and the Hillbilly needed further reworking in this update. We addressed those add-ons as well as pulled back on some rebalancing changes that were too aggressive. We're looking at you, Engravings. They weren't aggressive. They were terrible. No one used them. What's going on? I wouldn't... Okay, yeah, we're being smart in a log. Okay. The Cannibal... Initially, the Primer Bulb and Spark Plug add-ons sought to introduce a play style that revolved around going into Tantrum and using speed to catch up unsuspecting survivors. In practice, the speed increase was too low for that play style to be worthwhile. Now the Primer Bulb and Spark Plug add-ons will now increase rate at which chainsaw charges replenish, providing a clearer advantage. Slightly increases the rate. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Moderately increases the rate in which charges. Okay, this is okay. This change is okay. This is okay. I'd like to test it. Long guide bar and the grease add-ons to increase the maximum rev before triggering a tantrum. This means you have more maneuverability around loops while revving your chainsaw. Interesting. Long guide bar. Slightly increase the amount of revving available before triggering a tantrum. Updated rarity to uncommon from common. That's interesting. The grease. Moderately increase the amount of revving available before triggering a tantrum. Furthermore, we've reassessed our previous nerf of the knife scratches and Beast Mark add-ons that were significantly nerfed because of the Cannibal's changes. But we might have been too hard on them. That's interesting that you'd say that. 60 megabits update. That's interesting. Let's have a look. See, did I even get the update? Did I even get the update? We'll have to go to that in a second. They've actually said they've been too hard on them. I'm eating my breakfast now. I'm happy. Good lad. I am back. Ooh, add-ons. Yeah, the best add-ons for me so far is Spark and Primer. Spark and Primer look alright. Yeah, these two look good. But they've actually said that they've been too hard on things. Especially considering the tantrum meter builds up while revving. This meant you'd almost always be 99% tantrum, and the slightest mistake forced you to go through the tantrum. Yeah, that was kind of... Beast Marks reverted the charge time penalty to -12. Increases the movement speed to 3%. Next on the list are the add-ons that were given unnecessary downsides. Hopefully removing them will make the add-ons worthy of their rarity and will make them more useful. Okay. Jason's coming to DVD, no doubt. Why is that? Why would you say that, Myers? Welcome, by the way, dude. Light chassis. Remove the speed decrease while revving. Cool, that's good. Carburetor tuning guide. Remove the increased recharge rate on chainsaw charges. Finally, we've updated speed limiter to grant you even more blood points on chainsaw hits. No one cares about that. From common, rarity to common, from uncommon. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's good. Okay, the Hillbilly. With this update, we tried making add-ons with new and interesting effects. However, during the PTB, it became clear we needed to revisit some of these add-ons to better accomplish our goals. Black Grease. Black Grease was inspired by the Hillbilly's perk Enduring. Great, we got a perk for that. It used to increase immunity to blindness after being... It used to increase immunity to blindness after being stunned by a pallet. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think that... Is that a thing? I've never noticed that with Enduring. We weren't happy on how it turned out, and we came up with a brand new effect inspired by Lightborn, which should provide an obvious advantage that fits right in with the new overheat mechanic. Okay. It's been ages since the Harlan Hill update. The lawsuit has been a long time. It'll be over, I promise. The lawsuit is over. It was over like a couple of weeks ago. We might get Jason. Totally. Mother's helpers is the first thing they talk about. Oh no, they talk about this, don't they? Moderately increases the chainsaw rate of cooling when a flashlight is shining on you. -5 charge a second for those of you who love numbers. It's not that we love... They're being cheeky twice in this. They've been cheeky twice in this, guys. Maybe don't be cheeky. You should be giving us numbers. You should be giving us data on everything. Whoa. I know I lost it there. Mother's Helpers was inspired by Hillbilly's perk Lightborn. It uses to increase your movement speed where the flashlight was shining on you. Unfortunately, flashlighting most only occurs while locked into animation. Oh, really? You played the game for 5 minutes. So players would usually not be able to make use of the speed boost. This new version is inspired by Enduring and should be interesting for fans of the old charge speed bonus add-ons. Slightly decreased chainsaw time for 30 seconds after being stunned by the pallet. 12%. Yeah, okay, so this is the new one we see now. Next in line, we have various add-ons that needed some tweaks. Of that needed to be reverted engravings. Here they are. Low Pro chains. Jesus Christ. Low Pro chains shared the downside from speed limiter. From the upside wasn't enough to justify its rarity, where we've updated it so it only is a single health state for a short period after breaking a pallet or wall. We've also changed its rarity to ultra rare to very rare. Oh, okay. Survivors hit with a chainsaw within 5 seconds of breaking a pallet or wall are damaged in a single health state. Okay. Updated. Yeah, so they've changed that. We know that already. Apex Muffler can enable some very strong builds. Because of that, we've increasing its rarity to ultra rare. We will continue... Fucking hell. You guys are dickheads. Updated rarity to uncommon from common. Yeah, fair enough. They're good. Death Engravings. The initial nerf to both... Whoa! They said nerf. They said nerf, guys. To both engravings add-ons was an unfortunate mistake. Additionally, seeing the overheat mechanic in action, the engravings add-ons were much too punishing. We have reverted them from the previous versions. We will continue to monitor these. Reverted the charge time penalty to -12. Reverted the movement speed increase to +15. Interesting. 12 and 20. Heavy Clutch. This add-on had a downside which limited it to be too strict. It has now been removed, hopefully by mixing up with other add-ons. Remove the chainsaw sprint steering downside. Okay. The Brick. After maintaining a chainsaw sprint for 2 seconds. Yeah, so it's changed from 2 to 5. Yeah, that's good anyway. Tuned Carburetor. The downside of moving 4.4 requires something fairly strong to make up for it. In that sense, the previous decrease in charge time was barely noticeable. We've increased it to make this add-on more appealing. Moderately decreased chainsaw charge time by 20%, up from 12. That's really good now. Speed limiter. Yeah, cool. We got that. Okay. Yeah, well, that's interesting. It's definitely an add-on fix. It's still a little bit all over the place. I woke up from the smell of pancakes my mum made me in the morning. Hey, FN, how you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. Ghostblood, how you doing, buddy? Sorry, we're just reading the bug fixes. Or the hotfix. Causing the demigod to sometimes miss survivors while using the shred ability and landing exactly on the survivor. Yeah, I've had that. I had that the other day. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. I've had that. Fix an issue causing the race. Blind warrior might add on to inflict blindness. Okay. Alright, cool. Who wrote this?